Okay, thank you for your attendance this evening. Chapter 295 of the City of Reading's codified ordinances requires that the HARB be guided by the United States Secretary of the Interior Standards for Rehabilitation and Guidelines for Rehabilitating Historic Buildings. Chapter 180, construction codes, and by any policies and or guidelines hereafter adopted by the board or the City of Reading. While meetings of the HARB are generally informal, Robert's Rules of Order are used to structure the proceedings and maintain decorum. The audio portion of these proceedings will be recorded for record-keeping purposes. When the applicant hears the name of his or her property called by the chair, they should wait for the preservation officer to present the property summary and application proposal. The chair will recognize the applicant when the time is appropriate for him or her to be present and use supporting information to the board. Applicants are asked to limit their presentation to 3 minutes. Approval of minutes.
Conflicts of interest. Yes, for conflicts.
Oh, that's not on here, sorry. Is there any conflicts of interest this evening? Approval of minutes, did you submit?
But January.
January.
21, I had sent out again.
Okay, that's right, from last.
Yeah.
Did everybody have a chance to look over those? Someone want to make a motion to approve the minutes for January 2022?
I'll make that motion.
And someone gonna second that?
I'll second it.
Okay, Mr. Booth,
Abstain. I was not present.
You can just write A.
okay,
Yes.
yeah. Mr. McDevitt,
Yes.
Mr. Politica,
Yes.
The first applicant tonight is 819 North 4th Street. Go ahead, Ms. Johnson.
This 3-story row home built in the Queen Anne style retains a substantial amount of its historical integrity and features a coarse stone facade, a 2-story bay window, original wood windows with stained glass transoms at the first and second floors, and the original porch structure, including a decorative pediment, rounded columns, and wood spindle balustrade. The structure received a site quality rating of 92 and is a significant contributing building in the Center Park Historic District. And tonight we are reviewing the proposal for the installed rear 6 foot high dog-eared style wood fence just around the rear yard, which has been installed. And the Secretary of the Interior standards that apply to this are number 2. The historic character of a property shall be retained and preserved. The removal of historic materials or alteration of features and spaces that characterize a property shall be avoided. Number 5, distinctive features, finishes, and construction techniques or examples of craftsmanship that characterize a historic property shall be preserved. And number 6, deteriorated historic features shall be repaired rather than replaced. Where the severity of deterioration requires replacement of a distinctive feature, the new feature shall match the old in design, color, texture, and other visual qualities, and where possible, materials. Replacement of missing features shall be substantiated by documentary, physical, or pictorial evidence. And also the HARB fence policy.
Do you want to talk at all and talk about your fence?
I mean, it was, yeah, there really wasn't a fence there. I mean, it was mostly falling over and yeah, a lot of it was just missing. So, yeah, I went and replaced it. Didn't really cross my mind that I should get it, approved. And yeah,
What was left that was there before they removed?
I mean, it was wood. It wasn't. It was probably 3 or 4 feet high.
Okay. Picket
Kind
fence.
of rotting
Was that a
away.
picket fence or?
It wasn't really a
Was it
privacy
solid?
fence. It was just maybe, yeah, I don't know.
Stove and pickets?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. and you put in a 6-foot high fence and replace it,
Do you have
shadow
your-
fencing.
do you have a generator?
It's just like a solid
Solid.
panel.
Okay. Oh, okay, here it is. Stockade. Stockade.
Mr. Politic, do you have an agenda that explains on there for tonight? The Strong's not gonna be one
Okay, left in there.
on the second page.
I just didn't
Okay.
update it from what I sent you the other day.
All right.
Yesterday, I guess. it was.
It's a shirt.
No, that was for you. I just printed out, I mean, problem with the news. With the Chinese state.
This is.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions, other concerns, questions?
And they were all given photographs of their property that I took.
The only concern I have is that it's backwards. That it should be facing the other way.
This would be the, supposed to be the inside.
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys gotta have your standards. It is kind of frustrating when, property beside mine, you look at the condition of that thing and then, I try to take care of my place and keep it fixed up and, but,
Are you referring to, like, you're looking at your property 817 to the
yeah, the
right?
vacant one.
That I am working with the bank and their contractors. I had, my most recent contact was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. That has been vacant for 6 or 7 years and has been owned by a bank and they keep going through contractors, so, but it is still in the works.
And I mean, it's gotten a little better, but at one point, there's the electric meter was missing, there's bare wires, there's missing windows falling in, the, cover at the steps and stuff. And yeah, I have a little boy, I didn't want him going over there
Sure.
and, but, yeah,
It's being worked on, it's just.
yeah, it's good.
It's been,
Process.
yes. I can't wait till I'm done and they finally, finished everything that they're supposed to finish,
Yeah.
but, and I know codes has gone in there regularly too, so but I don't know when their last interaction with codes was.
Yeah, I've lived in that district for 28 years and I've lived next to some horrifying buildings and it's a process. I think we all live in historic districts and try to take care of our properties and it gets frustrating when, neighbors don't
I live next to
comply.
a house that's just exactly the same way, so I understand exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So,
All right, any other questions? Anybody want to make a motion?
would there be a problem if you reverse the fence around? Outside versus in, you have it inside out, the other way around.
Zoning will require that too, when you get a zoning permit.
I mean. Yeah, I guess it depends, if does that include the post being on the other side or
Should just be able to take the panels down.
just flip the panels around? I mean, it's, something that could probably be done.
I would be fine with allowing what you have with that provision and that was moved around. You know, that way also is just repositioning what is now you have.
It looks like you said on the outside of the post, right? Yeah, it looks like you can,
Yeah, just flip it,
should be able to remount it to the outside.
or flip this. Flip the panel
Yeah.
and not have to move the,
What Aaron's saying, it should be on the outs, like the post should be inside the yard. Which
I mean, the
you
I'm
have,
thinking of time.
posts need to be
Oh,
on
just
the inside, they
on
probably
this
need to
side.
be, you know, dug out and moved.
it looks like you have enough room.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to dig those posts out. From what these pictures are. Is there a motion that someone wants to make?
I would make the motion for 819 North Fourth Street to accept the fence with provision that the fencing had been reversed from with the pickets on the outside of the fence and the cross beams on the inside. And they can, and that would be my motion.
Alright. Someone want to second that?
I'll second it.
Mr. Booth,
Yes.
Mr. McDevitt,
Yes.
Mr. Politica?
Yes.
Alright. So what happens now is you're gonna have to go to zoning, you know that, Ms. Johnson. Explain that to you. Did you explain?
Yeah, because they've approved the fence with you flipping the panels around, you just have to go to the zoning office, which is located on the first floor of City Hall, and just apply for a zoning permit. And I'm not sure what it is right now for a fence, but I know it's lesser than a regular zoning permit.
Okay.
And then they have certain requirements, but they'll tell you what their requirements are, like they'll require you to do kind of a plot plan showing the backyard where the fence is installed.
Is this 180 days too for them, for a fence to reverse it?
Yeah, yes, that's true.
So you have 180 days to do that,
Okay.
about 6 months. Yeah. Yeah. And then Ms. Johnson, I'll send you, you'll send that to him in the mail, right?
Yes, yeah. Yes, you'll be getting a formal,
Once it's completed, do I need to do anything or?
you can let me know and I can take a look, but it'll take a little bit to get the formal resolution in the mail, but you can go ahead tomorrow if you wanted to go to the zoning office. And they usually contact me and say, you know, was this approved by the HARB, and I can give them the details.
Yeah, all right, is that?
Good.
I'm good to go
Yeah,
then?
you're good.
You know, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
The noise you keep hearing is BCTV is calling, and they're probably wondering why there's no video, but I'll have to email them later.
Okay. All right, we want to review the applications approved at staff level. I don't know if you sent the bodega on the corner of Fifth and Spring a letter yet about the iron bars.
Not, no.
They just painted their steps yellow.
Did they? Okay.
Someone want to make a motion to accept the applications approved at staff level? Okay. All in favor? Oh, I'm sorry. There a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, that's okay. You're okay.
Okay. Then we have the other business. I still have to get that list to everybody. I promised you, I just started my own business like 2 weeks ago, so I've been insane. But I will get the list to everybody that we can do a walk around. To check these properties to see if they've complied.
There's one that I wanted to. Well, the last one on the list, the 921 North Third Street that I need to call has started to comply. I sent them a compliance letter and they removed the tile from the porch, you said, right?
Yes,
But they're still working on other items.
yeah. They're working on getting that door, but. It was a two-sided. It was
To a double door,
Yeah.
yes, that they took out and put in a single door. So they're working on trying to find a solution to that.
Yeah. Did you get the picture I sent you? Did I send you the picture that they found the?
Yeah, you
Or
showed it.
showed it to you.
Showed it,
Yeah.
yes. And then I think,
Is there any updates on Penn Street? At Salvering?
no, I'm still working on the paperwork for the state.
Okay,
So once that, but I've not heard that anything is moved or anything like that.
Okay.
I'm still working on the paperwork that has to go to the state. And once that happens and the state approves it, then they can.
Well, the fact that they had a fire there. That we're talking about.
He's talking about
Oh,
across the
this is different.
street, but
Okay.
yes, Maria's had a fire, yes,
Mhm.
yes. But I did speak with the fire marshal and it was like a smoldering fire, like,
It's electrical.
The
that's what they
electric,
said.
yeah. And he said that
Wire is pinched in the new construction.
not in the new, he didn't think in the new construction, he said it was stripped. No, well, maybe it was stripped or nicked or something in the new construction. And it was smoldering for a while, but yeah, so they've cut out a piece and that's,
it's great.
yeah, part of their project. And then my director met with me and he had asked me to have the chief building official look to make sure that everything was done to code as they installed it. Knowing, I explained to him what the HARB had approved, the additional alterations that have to be made, but he wanted the chief building official or one of his building inspectors to go out and look at everything too, so. So that has to happen yet, but that's all I know that's going on.
Alright,
Oh, yeah, I put the October, but there's still one that I have to go look at, so I don't have a report on that.
Okay. Is Miss Weller, is she education and outreach?
Yes, yeah.
So there's no report. Policy committee report.
Nothing to report.
Yeah, I just thought of something. Preservation accommodations, I don't have anything. Does anybody else have anything?
Just the one I mentioned the last.
What was, I know I wrote it down.
Christchurch.
Yes. Thank you. Just have it again. Yeah, that should definitely, that is definitely worthy.
Rest physical. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if it's not on the agenda, yeah,
It's not right now. Okay, someone want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay,
second.
somebody want to second that?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
What's the date of our next meeting?
October 18th.
I might not be here.